And good morning, everybody. It's time now for Putnam County Today here on 94.3 WREB. With us, Green Council Mayor Sue Murray.
Good morning.
Good morning. I guess first off, we want to talk about City Council meeting coming up tonight.
City Council meeting. Actually, we were going over the agenda and talking about what did we have for it tonight. And we really, surprisingly enough, don't have any big ticket items.
Well, that could be a good thing.
It could be. We had a second reading of a couple of ordinances that help us finish off our salary ordinance for 2016, budgetary kinds of things. So we'll do that. We'll decide when Halloween's going to be and what the official trick-or-treating hours are. We'll do some things with some street closure because on the 30th they're going to do the downtown merchants are going to be doing their Halloween. So we'll have the update on what that's going to be all about, and the Wasser Brewing Company wants to have a street closure for an event that they're planning early in November.
All right.
So we have those kinds of things. And
those are fun things.
Those are fun things, right, and departmental reports, but nothing new being added for consideration for the council tonight.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about the downtown merchants since you mentioned that. Of course, their trick-or-treat event happens on the 30th.
Right.
And, law enforcement's going to be there, the city fire department, everything.
Right, so that's why we need to close a section of Indiana Street so that they can have their vehicles there and open their trunks, and youngsters can get treats from them along the way too, and from the fire department. So that's a nice tradition. Hopefully we're going to have great weather that's going to allow people to come. And I had a construction meeting last Friday that we talked about Vine Street, and so is it going to be done? Is it going to be open? And the substantial completion is still geared for the 29th. So we're almost there.
Almost. Speaking of construction, how are things as far as the facade projects and the other major projects you have going on downtown?
The facade projects actually started a week ago, and they're working on masonry issues first. They have 3 crews out working pretty regularly. So I think what we're going to see is a really rapid fire movement this time, fortunately, on the construction, and they've dedicated the people to get it done in a really timely way. Our hope obviously was this isn't going to be carried over into 2 construction seasons. And we are going to get this done, and so they're really pushing ahead and moving nicely. Again, I know equipment is bothersome at times, but again, I'm very hopeful that this is going to be a concentrated effort, and they're going to try and keep their project moving.
All right. And of course, winter kind of right around the corner, and we kind of have to start talking about that. I take it the Board of Works meeting will be talking about, snow removal.
Well, I tell you what, they want to get through, Public Works wants to get through leaf season first.
Right.
So we'll start picking up leaves at the end of this month, and we'll run through the end, November 30th. Right. So once those leaves are done, the snow plows go on, and they usually have at least one ready in case we have an early snow. Right. Usually isn't too bad, and we'll hope for the same. But the clear lane has been stockpiled, and so we're ready for winter when it comes. It's just hard to believe it's almost here.
Right around the corner, yeah.
The other thing that's important for folks to note is that the yard waste site closes also on the 31st. So if people have cuttings, if they are cleaning out gardens, that now's the time to get things out to the yard waste site and out of sight, out of mind, and start thinking about when spring does come back.
Right. And also want to remember, or to mention too, the farmers market. This was their last weekend, this past weekend, but they will reopen next spring.
They will reopen in the spring. Again, it's an exciting time for one more chance to get some wonderful crafts and baked goods and have the opportunity to get what fresh produce there still is to have.
All right. Anything else you'd like to bring up?
Well, we're doing a couple of other construction projects and finishing those, just so you are aware. We're doing the second part of the Mapleberry Park right now, which has actually been renamed the Michaela Kinsella Park. So that park project, it's a pocket park there on the south side, and that's going on right now. And the tennis court rebuild is also going to be happening this fall. So we're going to take out the old cracked tennis court that's there, and we're going to be putting in 3 tennis courts and 6 pickleball courts.
Oh, wow.
The final striping of those courts won't be till the spring, because if you put coatings on this time of year, they can't guarantee them. So the construction itself will be done, and we'll just be waiting for the coatings in the spring, and then people can learn all about the game of pickleball as well as play tennis. And that takes me right around the corner to the Miller Asbury Apartments that
Yep.
are going to be opening soon too. So that's a nice addition that will allow the seniors who are living there easy access to the park, and wonderful to see the repurposing of that building.
Right. And it's always good to see things like that happen in the community. So many times, you know, that people come in, construction companies come in to tear things down to rebuild. But it's always nice to see an older building, you know, kind of repurposed for something else.
Repurposed, and actually each one of the rooms, they have tried very hard to find out the last teacher that was in there, so that there actually is going to be a plaque outside saying whose classroom, whose third grade classroom it was. And so that's just kind of a nice piece of history that we're not losing along the way. And in terms of other newsworthy items, we have gone through, I think we've talked about the YMCA assessment of Greencastle, and we have gotten some preliminary reports back, and we asked some more questions back of them. But the Wabash Valley YMCA full board is going to consider our request to become part of their system on Thursday night.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll make a decision on Thursday night, but I know that they're going to be considering it, and if we are an opportunity that they would like to move forward with, then we're going to begin some really serious conversation about, okay, now how do we get this done, and let's get a site, and let's start talking about architectural drawings and construction. So we're getting closer. We're closer than we've been in a long time, and I'm personally just hopeful that they'll see the potential in our market area, that we do have a population that would find a Y an important element to add to our community, and that they would indeed be willing to invest in it with their memberships.
That's true. Well, Sue, thank you so much. I want to remind folks the council meeting tonight.
Tonight, 7 o'clock, Channel 3 on cable access, and people are always welcome to attend.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Don't forget, if you're a nonprofit group or community organization, you'd like some free airtime here on WREB, you too can be a part of Putnam County Today. Give us a call at 653-9717.